I always have music in my head, right? Love, love, love music. I often dance like nobody is looking. Me and my daughter. So I love, love, love music. Many reasons. Music is freeing, it's liberating, it's healing. It definitely changes your mood. So sometimes you have to be careful what you're listening to. But um, just to sum it up, I love music. So even when you hear no music, there's always music there, and there's always music here. And I am going to start. Just want to make sure everything is up. Okay, so hello, I'm Shy, and if you want to know more about who I am and what I do, go to my website, ShyriaWright.com. ShyriaWright. I don't like to put myself in a box as far as the abilities that I have, but what I do and love doing is helping women heal negative life experiences, then teach them how to move forward in their purpose or tap into it. So today I am going to be speaking on the power of one, right? Like, what is she talking about? What is the power of one? The power of one. Um, because not even intentionally, but sometimes, and for depending on others, oftentimes we get caught up in the noise. Not that the noise is a negative thing, but just so much at our fingertips, right? Especially with social media, and now majority of things is virtual and all of that, right? So the power of one, the power of one gift, one talent, one product, one service, one you, the power of one. So I want to focus on us being okay with the measure that we have been given, AKA the capability, the ability to do whatever it is that we're doing. I want us to be okay with our measure. I want us to be able to know it's okay to stay in our lane, right? And so, with that being said, that's in reference to your gifts, your talents, if you're doing business, your product, your services, or in life, you. I'm okay with my measure. I'm okay with my abilities and then the ability to learn other things, right? I don't have to do what the next person is doing, right? I don't have to try everything everybody else is trying, right? So that's what I mean with that. Being okay, the power of one. All it takes is one in business. Some people came up with one idea and became well off, right? In life, your whole focus could be centered around wellness. And it's because that's something you like to do. That's something that, maybe something in life happened and you took on this whole, wellness thing. And that's your thing, right? Being okay with the power of one and shutting down the noise of you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to try this, you have to be doing this, you have to be connected to that. Just all of the things, right? I want you to know you only need one. Growth happens from one. If you plant one seed, growth is going to happen. So, being okay with the measure you were given. When we were born, we all came filled with purpose. Life, our journey, allows us to discover what that is. Sometimes our purpose is no, we didn't have to search for it. It's right there. We may have to develop it. We may have to understand it. But sometimes life allows us to tap into, what our purpose is, right? And Even though some of us have the same purposes, they're different. They're different because we're different. We're different. Our audience is different. Our reach is different. Our levels of commitment is different. Our levels of um, passion is different. It's just different, right? And so, even for those that may have a twin, y'all twins, but y'all different. And so, understanding that um, it has nothing, it takes away nothing from you. It takes away nothing from you. I often say, let's focus on the main thing. Only you know what your main thing is. That can mean, the place that you're currently in life that you really want to focus on, and how to, heal that, how to move past that, how to, gain momentum in a positive way from that particular experience. It can be in business. You feel like, well, I only have this one product, or, what can I do? And I'm looking at other people, they have multiple products. They're doing, 5 events a year. And in ministry, well, that ministry, they have more people. So that means, it's more people to be able to participate in a thing. And I'm just starting off, or I'm revamping. Guess what? Guess what? What you have is enough. Your one is enough. The power of one, right? So I'm gonna go back and touch on all three of those things: life, business, and ministry, right? Your one is enough. Your one product or service is not just one product or service, right? Let's just say you make t-shirts, right? So you're like, well, I make t-shirts and I have this one, branding logo or slogan that I'm known for. That's what I do, right? Power of one, right? You have one t-shirt, right? There's a story with how that t-shirt came about, right? So now we working on number 2, right? When I start talking about the story of how the t-shirt came about and how the logo came about, right? We just said we had one. Now we're tapping into 2 things. Now, okay, let me talk about that process of what I did in the very beginning to make my vision become a reality. That's 3 things. Stop neglecting the one, thinking that's all that it is. Perception, your understanding, your vision. One thing is never one. So, for those that are doing ministry, okay, you're just starting off, or you're having to rebrand, but guess what? You still have all of those years of ministry. Even if you are new in that position, it doesn't take away your years of experience, right? So, therefore, you may have the one new thing. Let me try to, let's just use women's, and that's who we are. You're over a women's ministry, right? And it's new to you, never been in that, whatever, but you have years of ministry. What do you like to do? Like, what is your passion? Let's just say your passion is, you want to show support. Your passion is just showing how we can support one another, right? So what do? You show up with ways that you've been supported. Whether that's you've written a book, or you get on and you do your these 7-minute, daily affirmations. It's the one thing. But when you take away the pressure and when you begin to look into it, it's never just one. So don't get stuck that this is new. How do I do this? I've never been in this place before. Let me see what somebody else is doing. It's good for training and learning, but don't stray away to where you now have neglected what you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to be doing it. Your one is never just one. I'm letting you know the power of one. Yes, it can be frustrating. Yes, it can be like feel like you're an island all by yourself. Perception is everything, right? Um, so that's a ministry in life. You're like, well, shoot, I don't even have a one. I'm just trying to figure this thing out. That's your one. Something in you said, you know what? We got to do better. We got to do better. I want more out of life. I don't want to repeat all these negative um family cycles and these negative concepts and all of that. Just as a woman, I don't want to pass that on to the next generation. Well, that's your one. You don't want to do that. What sparked that? You had a revelation. Now let's talk about what sparked that. Was it, what particular thing occurred? What event? What moment where you said enough is enough? Your one is never just one. The power of one. The power of one. Um, and as I mentioned before, oftentimes we have to kill the noise to hear clearly. You know what I mean? It's good to have training, it's good to educate yourself. I'm not saying that, but sometimes it can become so much that you're neglecting what you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to be doing it. That's where prayer and meditation comes in at. Who's the best person to go to? The person that gave it to you. Um, and even when you're, participating in the trainings and um, getting information from other people, don't become cloudy, aka confused about your assignment, just like I just said. And um, we don't want to chase people thinking we're chasing our one thing, right? Man supports the one thing. So be clear on the one thing. Hey, Joy. So let's be clear on that. And again, the one thing is never the one thing, but I'm telling you the power in saying, I have this one thing. I'm going to honor it. I'm going to appreciate it. I'm going to respect it. I'm going to take this one thing and run with it. Your gifts, they multiply. You come up with new ways of doing things, your creativity, all of that. So the power of one. You say it's one gift, one talent, one product, one service, and it's only me. I can't do all this. It's just me. And I'm here to say, yes, you can. And I'm here to say, in those moments when you feel like you're at your breaking point or it's just too much or whatever it is, right? We can go on and on and on. I'm here to tell you, hold on to your one, which is more than one, right? And just continue to go. Just continue to go. Never stop. Never stop. Never stop. Um, so the power of one. And that product or service you have, guess what? It can be other people that have the same products and services, but they're not you. They're not you. You know how many people, um, women that are teaching and life coaches and all of this and all of that? A lot. And guess what? It don't take nothing away from me. I learn where I'm going to learn, but I know where my source is. I know who gave me the gifts and the talents, as well as my ability, and timing is everything. I'm not saying, you're probably going to have to wait your whole life to get a return. However, keep doing it. Pay attention to the people that come into your path, people that are going to help, aid, support, bring your vision to life. Those moments, if you're not a talker, you're going to have to talk, right? When people are offering help and support, stop saying you got it. The power of one. The power of one. There is one me. There is one me. And I watch, we scroll on social media, so we see a lot, right? And so I was watching this video and someone was speaking. I'm like, they speak very well, right? I've, been complimented on, how well I speak, but we're our hardest critics, right? There's a lot of there's I want to become a stronger speaker. And when I say that, you have to know all the details, right? And so I was like, I'm looking at her, I was watching her speaking techniques, right? And then after I finished watching it, I was like, that's so not my personality. I can learn the techniques, but that's not my personality. So don't get caught up when we're seeing these things that it's like, oh, okay, I have to do that. That's what worked for me. No, being yourself is what works for you. Like literally, I've had people that said, because of your personality and how you just, you know, come through. That's what sold me. It wasn't, it wasn't the deep words and the deep posts I was making. It was just me being myself. So your one is enough. Your one is enough. Your one is enough. Nurture your one and it will become more. I'm going to digress from that. And I want to pause and just say, be encouraged. Keep going. If you have not started, start. 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 I don't know what starting may be for you. Starting may be just writing something down. Starting may be pulling out, whatever your thing was you was working on and you put it to the side. Whatever that may be for you. Because here's the thing. And I was speaking on this in my Sundays with Shy. Life is going to happen. Life is going to happen. We all know life is going to happen. We can't control it. We can't stop it. Life is going to happen. Do you want the place and the position you are right now? The place and the position you're in right now. Do you want that to be the fullness of your life? I don't know the place you're in, but do you just want that to be the fullness of your life? I'm not about watching everybody else get it and obtain it and all of that. No, I'm in that. And the Bible says to be anxious for nothing, but by everything, prayer and supplication. So even I find myself like, I know I can do that. I know I can do that better than that person. But it's like, be anxious for nothing, right? Continue to support people, continue to invest in yourself, continue to, invest in others that you believe in and you want to just sow a seed, because you know what you're trying to do in your own life. But I just want to encourage you to start over again, to start, right? So understand the power of one. All it takes is one. All it takes is one. So when you catch this, comment, share your thoughts with me. I know it has been helpful. I'm not going to say I think it has been helpful. It has been helpful. And that's just being confident in what I'm given because it was given to me and it was helpful to me, right? Years ago. And so I wanted to give it to you all. So the power of one. All it takes is one, but your one is never one. Perception. See y'all real soon. And if you haven't registered for Ladies Let's Talk or you want more information about it, please reach out to me. Please reach out to me. More information to come.